Turning on the lights. It's a delicate tightrope we walk between the center of our heart and soul's knowing about what's best for us in our lives and the bustling 5-lane highway of social media and the internets. It takes tremendous courage and inner excavation skills to go inside and find the gleaming truth of who we actually are and what we actually want to do with the rest of our lives. Because it's a bit like finally seeing the spot-marked treasure on a map, but no dotted line to get there. No conceivable idea how on earth you're actually going to get there, and yet standing there, wide awake, in a way you've never felt before. And now that you've seen it, nothing else will do. You can't unsee it or pretend it isn't there. You can't forget this sleeping dream that has awoken in your heart and is going to unfurl now, no matter what your clever mind does to try to stop it. Something has turned on the lights. And the thing about that light is that it is your eternal flame. And once it's on, it's not going out. The truth is, it was never out. It was just hidden under eons of conditioning that you don't have a choice. You do. You do have a choice. But we are afraid of the cost of making that choice. Because like that map with no dotted line, the adventure to get there is largely unknown. We do not yet know the way. And we do not yet know where it will lead us or what potential dangers may lurk there. We do not even know what the treasure will actually be when we get there. We just know that it's a treasure. We have seen it or felt it or connected with it in a way that is so real and in a way that only our own heart and soul can fully understand. The second you try to explain it to somebody, it loses a bit of its magic. Have you noticed that? That's because it's your magic. Nobody can or will ever understand it in precisely the way that you do. It's your treasure. And everyone on earth has their own treasure too. So once you find it, and you have taken some much needed time in solitude and protection from the outer worlds to find this, you then may go through a period of re-entry. And it feels a bit like stepping out into a 5-lane highway full of fast-moving information, advice, judgments, and opinions, and all kinds of things to compare and contrast your newfound clarity to. And it can wreck you pretty quick. Suddenly, this gleaming, brilliant, joyful beauty you beheld looks like a turd rolled in glitter in your hand. And you think, what the fuck was I thinking? Then you usually withdraw into your own world again for a bit and recoup, nurturing your strength and being with yourself and practicing trust. And then, when you're feeling stronger again, you re-enter that fast-moving stream once again. If this pattern sounds familiar to you, you are probably a sensitive being and or an empath, and it is completely normal and healthy for you to move through this pattern on a regular basis. Our society makes it seem as if we reach some moment where we just suddenly break free of all of our shit forever and stand there with our capes flying in the wind and are so empowered and unaffected that everything just sloughs right off our back like water off a duck. No. We are human. We are powerful, eternal source of everything. We are the universe. We are consciousness itself. and we are human. We are given this sweet, tender animal body for a time, and it is a vulnerable and often scary place. But we can meet it with all of our glory and all of our grace. Some things do slide right off our backs like water off a duck, and other things, not so much. And that's okay. What you're doing as you enter that fast-moving stream and then withdraw from it is healing. You are receiving information about what triggers you and thus where your wounds are. And then you are moving back into yourself to process that information in your own way and in your own time. And guess what? You doing that, it's more dashes appearing on your treasure map. It is you integrating your soul self and its vision more and more over time with the outside world. It is you making that vision manifest in you. You may or may not see it at this point, but you will feel it more and more as you go. It is becoming more real to you. You are becoming more real to you. And you are doing a beautiful job at it. It is so much more than enough. Thank you for joining me this week. And if you'd like to get these posts to your inbox every Sunday morning like clockwork, you can do so at sunnychapman.com/more.